It is Spence and Rock 95, and joining me once again is Wade from Profinium.
Hey, everybody.
And you guys have started this program, Achieving Dreams Together, the fourth year?
Fourth year.
You guys do some amazing things. It's the holiday season. Who doesn't want to do something that feels good? And you guys have been doing this now for a while, and we're going to get to one here in just a second. But tell me about the program.
Well, we're in our fourth year. It's the Achieving Dreams Together program that was put on by the Achieving Dreams Foundation, which essentially started as an idea that we want to do things in our local community, help our neighbors, our family, our friends, maybe even a complete stranger, by doing something that is life-changing or pivotal, big, small. And so we thought, what's a way that we can make this happen? So we created this foundation, which receives money every year. And money comes in, the money goes out, and it's dreams for people in their local community. Really anything under the sun. If you see a need, then you can, have them be nominated. And so we get nominations from people all over the place. And we serve our markets in Owatonna, Truman, Fairmont, Mankato. It's just grown over the years, and so now we're in our fourth year, and I think it's our best year.
And joining us right now is Dan. And Dan, tell us about this story, because this is such a bizarre one, and you certainly... Danny, are you there?
Yeah, sorry.
Are you in a forklift truck?
Are you backing up?
No, that was my vehicle reminding me I need to put my seatbelt on.
Oh, well...
Oh, good. Please put it on.
Yeah, do that. Okay.
Got it. We're good to go.
We'll edit this out.
All right, sorry.
Now, joining us, Wade, is Dan, and this story that he has is kind of heart-wrenching, and it's one of those things you certainly don't want to have a child get hurt, Dan, but because he got hurt, this young child, the 7-year-old boy, you found out some other things, too. Tell us about the story, because it's just wild.
Yeah, so Thanksgiving, during the day, Griffin was playing with his brother, and he fell and smoked his head, and talking to his uncle, and he just was kind of telling me about it, and I actually have had quite a few concussions, unfortunately, and I just said, they should just take him in, get it all checked out. More than likely, they're going to do a CAT scan or something to that effect, and then probably send him on his way and say, hey, you got a concussion, just kind of monitor and make sure everything gets better. Mm-hmm. So the mom, Christine, did, and it turns out they found not good news, thinking it was a cyst on his brain. So they ran him up to Children's, and Children's did their tests and decided that they needed to do brain surgery.
Wow.
Little man had to, so a couple weeks later, little man had to have brain surgery, which it will be a week on tomorrow, I believe.
Wow.
And now he's just kind of in recovery,
So he's doing good. Man, as a parent, you hear something like that, your heart had to probably stop a little bit.
Oh my God, it was terrible. I mean, you go from thinking, oh, you know what, he hit his head, and not that a concussion is anything to joke around about, but then wham, possibly brain cancer, and here we are.
So he's doing well. Surgery went great. You're.
So yep. So Children's did their thing. Hats off to them. It sounds like everything went amazing.
Wonderful.
They, surprisingly, maybe not, but they have a MRI machine right in the operating room, which is, I think it's one of two in the nation.
Wow.
So they were able to do the surgery, take a good look to see if they got everything. They're very confident that they did, and I believe they just need to test the tumor that they took out, and then we go from there.
Wow, this is a crazy story. I'm so glad that he's doing well. And now we're going to call Christine now, which is the mom, right? And do they know? Does she know that you've done this and nominated?
I don't know.
I think she has a little bit of an idea. I had to make sure that she would at least answer her phone.
Yeah,
to a number
hard
that
to
she
make up
doesn't know.
Okay, well, hold on. We're going to call her, and we'll talk to her, and we'll give her the news what's going to happen here with Griffin.
Sounds good.
It's okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Christine?
It is.
Hi, Christine. My name is Spence from Rock 95 and Alpha Media, and also joining me is Wade from Profinium from the Achieving Dreams Together program.
Hi, Christine.
Hi.
And we're calling you because you were nominated because of your son Griffin, and it was such a kind of a heart-wrenching story and an interesting one, and it sounds like he's doing pretty good. But let's kind of tell people what's happening with what's going on, because we have something unique that we're going to give to Griffin here in just a second.
Hey, Christine, this is Wade from the Achieving Dreams Together program.
Okay. Hi.
Good to meet you. We got a nomination from a person that you might know. His name is Dan Barnett.
You know him.
So Dan nominated Griffin to do something to lift his spirits after he experienced something that I think was completely unexpected for everybody.
Yeah.
And so I just want to read some things to you, that Dan wrote about Griffin.
Okay.
He says, the 7-year-old is one of the most energetic, funny, kind, caring, special little boys I have ever met. His energy and amazing personality can brighten up any room. I'm a 37-year-old friend of the family that will legitimately go out of my way to be around this kid. I did find out that there's 2 little boys in the family, and we talked with Dan, and he gave us some ideas, about ways to lift his spirits after he's recuperating and have something to look forward to.
Okay.
So what I did is I went and I got a 4x4 off-road monster truck remote control, all-terrain, waterproof. And it's like 1/10 of the scale. It's huge. Thing lasts for 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
It flies. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to buy one of these, I might as well buy 2. So bought 2. We got one that's blue and yellow, and then I got another one coming that is red and orange. That'll be available, waiting for both of the boys. I've got 2 sons at home, and it often makes sense to buy 2.
Well, thank you. Yes, otherwise it would have
Be a source of fights.
A few issues between the brothers.
And I did get a 3-year warranty and insurance policy on both of the remote control trucks.
Good idea.
And so I'll make sure those are in the box too, because there's a chance that these 2 monster trucks won't survive the winter or the spring.
I tell you what, Christine, you have a wonderful friend in Dan, and Dan is with us here this afternoon too.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Christine. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good.
What's so special about this is there's a chain of people that made it happen, and it started. His mom, Dan's mom, suggested that Dan nominate Griffin. So it took Dan's mom to Dan. He made the nomination, goes to Christine, and now we get these trucks to Griffin and his brother.
Well, that's very cool.
Wait,
Very cool.
Christine, tell me about when you found out something was going on, because kids play and they rough house and boys and they get hurt and things, and it's one thing for them to go through that, and then you find out, well, there's a whole nother thing that you have to deal with now, and then you have to actually explain that to your son as well.
Oh man, it was Thanksgiving night, and I was pulling into the garage of my house, and Griffin just randomly found this little mini skateboard, and he was literally on it for 30 seconds. He was just bouncing around on it, and ended up falling face first into the corner of a wooden bench, a bench that you would sit down and put your shoes on.
Yeah.
So he hit that. Of course, we were panicking and crying, but actually he just had 2 really clean cuts, one above his eye and one below his eye. We just put ice on it and whatever, and then went to bed that night, and he ended up throwing up the entire night, and then sleeping pretty much the next day, which is, I'm sure Dan knows, is not like him at all. So finally, with enough people that convinced me to take him to urgent care, I did take him there. And they did a CAT scan, and it came back that he had a tumor on his cerebellum. So we went in for a possible concussion from his fall and found out that he had a tumor and that we needed to immediately go to either Rochester or Minneapolis.
Wow.
We chose Minneapolis and ended up at Children's Hospital like a couple hours later.
And now he's doing good. It's so weird that, something small like that routine thing that happens like that every day to kids, right? Playing and whatever, you get hurt. And all of a sudden you're rushed to the hospital and you got to get some other things done. And almost, I hate to say fortunate, but they caught this thing early, right? I mean, now everything seems to be pretty good now.
Yeah, actually, we just left. His oncologist up in at Children's in St. Paul, and everything has come back clean.
Wow, that is awesome.
I mean, it's like a huge blessing. I'm like, I don't know if I should be mad at this skateboard or like frame the skateboard, Well, without that little skateboard, we never would have, found out until.
Well, now you have a nice little gift, makes somebody really happy, and now as they recover, they can kind of drive you crazy with the remote car trucks.
Yes. Oh my gosh, he'll be so happy.
I just got the shipping notice. I know they're on their way. They'll be coming to the Profinium Place building at Profinium Bank, so they'll be there, and they should be in time for Christmas. I wanted to make sure that they were there, so they'll either be here in the next 2 days, and then they'll be waiting there, and we can get them wrapped up and make them look like they're ready for Christmas to be torn open and played with.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. I was looking forward to doing this one so much.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind of doctors and emotions and all sorts of stuff. So
I can only imagine.
Well, Christine, Dan, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful holiday season, and I hope this brightens your family a little bit.
It definitely will. Thank you so much, and thank you, Dan.
Happy holidays.
Yes,
I'll be in
absolutely.
touch.
Thank you very much. Profinium, that's amazing, and a great thing that you guys do.